you did vlog. Mama, I am not going back. You are not going outside until 24 hours, bro.
A severe thunderstorm on Wednesday downed power lines, damaged cars, and caused power outages in southeastern Alberta. Environment Canada issued a severe thunderstorm warning on Wednesday, just after 5 p.m. for south-central Alberta, informing the public that meteorologists were tracking a dangerous thunderstorm capable of producing baseball-sized hail, damaging wind, and heavy rain. The storm was located, at that time, west of Brooks, Alberta, and heading east. Environment Canada later reported that it traveled into Vulcan County and Newell County in southeastern Alberta. The storm traveled over Brooks around 5:30 p.m., which RCMP said resulted in downed power lines, road closures, and disabled cars on the road in the area. After Brooks, the storm moved southeast into Cypress County and toward Saskatchewan. Just after 7 p.m., east and westbound lanes of Highway 36 at Highway 1 were not passable. Police also asked drivers not to travel south on Highway 36 to Highway 1, as it was also not passable. Police added that drivers in the area should check 511 Alberta for updates about road closures. Number of power outages in the southern parts of its service territory due to the storm. The storm began around 2:30 p.m. in the foothills west of High River, Alta, and by 9 p.m. it had traveled well into Saskatchewan, south of Saskatoon. Such long-traveling thunderstorms on the prairies are created through unstable air and strong winds, Britton said. They're not unheard of, but to see it go this distance at this speed is quite rare, he noted. Britton said the storm uprooted trees and damaged some high-voltage transmission towers along the Highway 36 corridor near Highway 1. Britton said he's seen transmission towers crumpled like this from a blizzard due to accumulating heavy snow and ice, but it otherwise requires much stronger winds for these towers to buckle. In order to crumple or shear off these transmission towers, you need incredibly intense winds, he said, adding that the winds in Wednesday's storm were recorded to be blowing at more than 110 kilometers per hour. Damaging winds and large hail were still a risk for communities in Saskatchewan as of Wednesday night, Britton said. Residents in the area around Brooks are assessing the damage from a powerful storm that blew through the region. Sean McKay, regional manager for the Newell Regional Landfill just outside of Brooks, says alerts came too late for staff to batten down the hatches. Our offices are destroyed, our scale house. The windows are blown off of that, McKay said from his vehicle, driving to count damaged power lines down the stretch of highway damaged in the event. Early Wednesday evening, a fast-moving supercell tracked across southern Alberta, bringing significant, damaging wind gusts and loony to golf ball-sized hail, said Environment and Climate Change Canada in a post-storm written report. McKay was in his home in Brooks when the storm hit. Within a minute of receiving alerts, his home was going black, and hail began to hammer down. Not enough time for anyone to put up protections at the landfill. Without power, security cameras couldn't be checked to assess damage until this morning. Our sidings all destroyed. Our vehicles both got it, McKay said of his own home. Some of the places that are dented, you wouldn't think would dent. Folds in the metal. Some 1,000 to 2,000 Fortis Alberta customers remained without power on Thursday morning. The landfill remains without power and is fully closed as staff assess the damage, beginning by boarding up the broken windows. They're currently working to open back up as soon as possible to support the needs of the rural area. People are going to be desperate to get rid of garbage, McKay said. Metal power lines flattened, trees and power poles snapped, and damage to irrigation pivots was reported near Brooks, said Environment and Climate Change Canada. McKay says he counted 15 towers totaled in his short morning drive after inspecting the damaged offices. There have been no tornado reports from this severe thunderstorm at this time. Peak wind gusts in the region reached as high as 149 kilometers per hour in Atlee, Alta, while in the city of Brooks, the maximum wind speed was recorded at 113 kilometers per hour. A perilous situation was unfolding Wednesday night near the city of Brooks, Alberta, where a powerful storm brought heavy rain. large hail, and winds so strong they knocked power lines and infrastructure to the ground. RCMP say a vehicle with occupants inside became trapped under a live power line that collapsed on Highway 1 and Highway 36, just outside Brooks. Emergency crews were dispatched along with Fortis Alberta crews to de-energize the line so that the people in the car could safely be rescued. Emergency crews were dispatched along to de-energize the line so that the people in the car could safely be rescued. The family was eventually safely removed from the vehicle and taken to hospital as a precaution. After, one westbound lane was reopened. The other lanes, including all eastbound lanes, remained closed. There were many road closures in the area and several stranded vehicles with significant damage. Due to severe storm damage, we are experiencing multiple downed power poles, trees on lines, and wires down across the following areas: Brooks, town of Bassano, villages of Rosemary, Tilley, Duchess, and Patricia. Our crews are actively responding to the situation. However, we ask customers to prepare for the possibility of being without power overnight. Triage and repair efforts will resume at daylight. Fortis Alberta added, outages are impacting our customers due to downed poles and wires. While a full assessment is still underway, initial triage indicates that multiple poles are down. Additionally, the transmission provider, AltaLink, has reported structural damage to its infrastructure, which is contributing to the disruption to Fortis Alberta's system, the statement read. Restoration efforts are actively in progress. Our crews will continue working into the evening, and full triage and repair operations will resume at daylight to ensure safe restoration. Fortis Alberta said the safety of residents and responders are its top priority. We ask that everyone stays clear of any down power lines and report them immediately by calling 310-WIRE 9473, the statement read. Brandon Howe said the Brooks area saw a very powerful supercell develop. We had at least, I'd say, golf ball-sized hail, Tsunami to golf ball-sized hail, and damaging winds. It just shows you the intensity of this very powerful supercell, Houck said. The corn crop just beside me, that's been torn apart, but not as bad. To the north of me, where the more severe winds and hail hit, it's just swept right clean from the ground. Just to the north of me as well, we had power lines get knocked down and a roof from a barn get torn off as well. Before the storm hit, a severe thunderstorm watch was issued for the Calgary area on Wednesday. Environment and Climate Change Canada, ECCC, posted an update at 3:25 p.m., saying, severe thunderstorms are expected to develop this afternoon and will move to the east into the evening, the ECCC posted. These severe thunderstorms will be capable of producing damaging hail, very strong wind gusts, and heavy rain. Hail will be the primary threat in the afternoon, with wind gusts becoming the main threat through the evening hours. A severe thunderstorm watch was also in effect for Longview and Foothills County, including the Eden Valley Reserve. At 5:19 p.m., ECCC posted a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern and south-central Alberta. Areas included in the warning were Bassano, Brooks, Dinosaur Park, Buffalo, Empress, Patricia, and Rolling Hills. Environment Canada meteorologists are tracking a dangerous thunderstorm capable of producing very strong wind gusts, up to golf ball-size hail, and heavy rain, the warning said. This severe thunderstorm is located over Brooks and is moving to the east at 80 kilometers per hour. Large hail will likely cause significant damage and injury. Environment Canada issued a severe thunderstorm warning for areas in southeast Alberta for a storm that was in the Brooks area around 5:30 p.m. and continued moving east towards the Saskatchewan border. The weather agency warned the storm was capable of bringing damaging winds, baseball-sized hail, and heavy rain. Heather Rombauf with Environment and Climate Change Canada, ECCC, says it was one of the strongest storms she's seen. I can't say that I've ever seen an actual reported wind gust from one of our stations that was that strong, she told 660 News Radio. Just straight-line winds from a strong supercell thunderstorm that moved across the entire province and into Saskatchewan. Fortis Alberta reports outages for thousands of customers in the areas around Vulcan County and Brooks. Residents are encouraged to visit the Fortis outage map for the latest updates.
This is the